It's a lot. Let's get to planting. Did you like that? Are you ready to see our new dining garden? I wanted to do this makeover over here and make it sort of budget friendly. Bon appetit! Hello and welcome to our cottage garden. I'm not sure if you can tell, but I am so excited about today's video. We are finally going to be starting our dining garden. So here's what we're going to be sharing. We're going to be sharing the requirements, what this space needs, any limitations or restrictions that we have in the space and budget-wise. We're also going to be sharing budget-friendly hacks for kind of creating a new border or garden area from an existing garden. Then we're going to get into the sort of overall design and idea for this space. So first, let's go over there and take a look. Okay, this is what will become our dining garden. So this is your sort of before shot for the garden. Now it's a weird kind of semicircle. We've added this deer fence here. Ignore these. These need some water. They weren't expecting 80 degrees in September. So ignore. We have a couple of weird little garden beds. I call them the jelly beans. They're just these sort of like little jelly bean areas over here of beds. Then we have this whole scooped out area. And we have tons of trees over here. So this area gets lots of sun. This area gets 0 sun. Another requirement that we have is not only is it a shadier garden, but it also is a garden that has sort of dry shade. So in the back there, all dry shade. There are roots and things that are coming all up through here. So we've had so many ideas of what we wanted to do, but it would be so difficult in this area because of the way that the requirements are. You know, there are tree roots everywhere here, so we can't really dig this up. We thought maybe we'll put a water feature here, a little pond. We wouldn't be able to dig that up, and adding something on top, we just weren't sure if we wanted to do that. In terms of the budget, we want to keep this as wallet friendly as possible, very light on the wallet. And the way we're going to do this is primarily dividing plants that we already have that need that division just to keep up, like maintain the health of the plant. And then we are also going to be just moving plants that either don't like the area that they're in right now or that I don't like where they are. So we're just going to kind of shift some things around, and I think that'll be kind of fun. So the words that I want for this area are peaceful, serene, zen, whimsical, enchanting. Sort of like an enchanted woodland garden, very peaceful. And I think the way we can achieve that, especially on a budget, is just by creating, you know, instead of the cottagey way of doing things, is to create kind of like a repetition of different plants and have this sort of like river of different plants going through that are repeated. So you'll say like a sedum here, sedum here, sedum here, phlox here, phlox here, phlox here. So it's like that. So you're seeing a repetition, but there's lots of different things. It looks like kind of a hodgepodge of collected plants all together. But in here, the way I want it is to be more of a prairie style planting, which is done with swathes of plants planted together. So you'll plant usually in odd numbers, 3, 5, 7 of the same plant all together, really to give that impact. And it does help your eye to sort of have that calming effect. I want to divide all kinds of plants, move all kinds of plants. We're hoping to take some of the evergreens and some ground covers that we have just to continue that. But I want peaceful, serene, maybe even some kind of like lanterns or fairy lights. I want a beautiful dining table in the center that we can do different arrangements on, whether that's, you know, a potted arrangement, or I can just do more floral arranging for the centerpiece. We can do seasonal decor, you know, things for autumn and winter. I just think it'll be so nice, and it'll be something to draw you down because we have been waiting to do this since we moved in, basically. It's been like years in the making. With that said, I'm in no fit state to embark on this project right now, but let's go ahead and get to it. This is our enchanted garden, so we're gonna do this in a very magical way. 3, 2, 1.
What are you gonna do when
Let's get to planting.
no dad?
So in summary, we want this to be a calm, enchanted garden with swaths of low-maintenance plants that we already know and love. To keep things on budget, we're going to be dividing and transplanting plants from around our cottage garden and also foraging for wild ferns from around the property. Then we'll thrift a table for the center, add a few touches of whimsy, and enjoy a delicious dinner outside. The next episode will be all about the planting. Subscribe and stay tuned. Until then, happy gardening.